solo the Palace of the Dead. It's supposed to be reasonably difficult. It's something I've not actually succeeded at before. So today we are going to try with Dark Knight. I was trying with Samurai. That didn't go so hot. Let's see what kind of damage we can do today. And the Deadman, formerly known as the Demon Lord Hans of the Nevedevla group. This, I guess, is going to be a regular thing. Every Tuesday I try to do a Let's Play. And a cutscene of our intrepid heroine entering the Palace of the Dead. Actually, kind of forgot to do this earlier, but there we go. Okay. Now we're not giving away people, etc., etc. Let's do this. First 10 floors are not difficult at all, but I'll save it. Really, especially at this early point, you just kind of run out of stuff. You'll probably unless you do something stupid like walk over a trap. It's okay. Low levels. Here for learning. Like the scrub, because I got pacified, which doesn't have wonderful silence, and silence, if you're unfamiliar with Final Fantasy jargon, status effects, whatever, it prevents you from casting spells. Not a fun predicament to be in, but no. What would be the end of the world is if I stepped onto a roof. That'll just summon a dragon that always is space. It uses her face for a lot of things. Having it eaten would be bad. Okay, and we teleport. Hooray! Extra chatty because I've been working all night. I got off quite a few hours ago and just now decided to pick back up the streaming to get more content out there. Affluence, I'm probably going to use. It's always good to have more treasure coffers. As you noticed from the... oh crap, I'm a frog. Well, me hopping away like a chicken frog was probably a good time to explain the gist of the Palace of the Dead to those that crap. Well, I hope everyone craps, because otherwise we die. Seriously. All that poop is built up. That's why I gotta crap. Even if it's not fun sometimes, if it's painful. Go ahead. Still. Boot to the head. And these silver coffers are mostly what you're looking for. Yeah. The idea is to grab these coffers to upgrade your Aether Pool arm and armor so you can get the neat glowy weapon you see Selenia holding now. I got so caught up in talking that I completely spazzed out as to where I was actually going and ran dead end. I'm best now. And I'm a frog again. Hopping away. Yeah, Now then. Yeah, didn't much care for that boot to the head, did you? It'd be really nice once I got my ranged attack again, so I could pull instead of just everything like an idiot. Really can't say I've been too high on that starting fights, because it just seems kind of stupid. Like, run up to something, you go, hey, look at me, let's fight! Better to either throw your shield at them, if you're a paladin, which is the primary class I play, or shoot magic-y pain at them. Magic and pain are what and I don't know what's that. Those traps are no fun. Not half as much of a big deal when you've got a whole party with you, because then probably there are people that didn't get hit by the trap and can just wail on it while you walk up to it and smile amicably. Because when you can't do anything else, you should probably just smile amicably. Most things will respond well enough to it. And those that can't, well, Sonia's got a big sword. Which is more effective when using the weapon skill, but it's not so bad on its own. I'm only marginally paying attention to free company chatter. Actually, not at all. They're talking. They're good people. Moving on. A goblin. Nope, you get a boot to the head. Probably shouldn't have got the combo, but it's not a huge deal. Input error. More, a new one which will allow me to use her sword better. And frog. That will probably end up being the name of this episode. And frog. Those landmines don't seem to be around here. Just bitchy magic that will turn you into a toad. Because what's the most dangerous thing that can happen to you when you're in a palace full of unquiet dead? Being turned into a frog. Your zombies love frog legs. Also people legs. And affluence once again. In the normal game, leveling up is not this rapid. House of the Dead gives you such a fast level up, so not sure what developers are thinking. It has its merits, but it also has its flaws. One of the bigger flaws is that people speed through leveling because once you clear a stack of 10 floors in the Palace of the Dead, it gives you XP to use in the outside world. Those are all but it gives you XP that you can use in the really real world, which a lot of people just get into parties that really don't pay attention to mechanics or pay attention to what they can do or anything like that. They just kind of speed run it, doing as little as possible. And that leads to people sucking at their jobs. Now, I'm not exactly, Mountain Dew and Doritos level hardcore, done everything in the game. No problem. But I at least kind of know what I'm doing. So I would like it if other people did this. I don't know. I might be asking too much. It is just a game after all. Completely lost my train of thought where I was going from that. Never stream tired, boys and girls. Which, I actually never use those. I probably will in higher levels when the enemies are, a threat, or they just spawn like mad rabbits. But for the lower levels, I don't use it because it lowers the amount of enemies, and I kind of need those to be as high level as possible when I face the multiple of 10 floor boss goblin. It is never a goblin. Oh, it has not been a goblin in the multiple time floor, which is up to about 50. So no goblin bosses. Not a weapon skill. That was fun. Just kicked it. Then we stared at each other for a while, probably wondering at the other's hopes and dreams. My hopes and dreams are to get the Goddess of War title for this character, at which point you take all of the Disciples of War to level 70, and it gets you a neat title and bragging rights. It's like, hey bro, have you maxed all the fighting classes? Yeah, this title shows that I have. What now? I bet you're impressed. Or you don't give a crap, you're just going to do this same AoE over and over again because it makes noise. And I shine your light. Hypothetical place. Can please give me something other than this? Maybe? The game is now mocking me. That's fine. Probably. One thing I've never been able to do with Final Fantasy XIV, I'm playing on PS4 if someone comes back and watches this stream and really gives a crap. But I've never been able to play on controller. I insist on mouse and keyboard since I started with a Rome Reborn on I already start with a handicap. Thank you. Anyway. And I've been completely forgetting to check to see if the accursed board is on this floor or not. No, I got 5 more before it comes off, and no crap, he's gonna drop them off. Before the enchantment wears off, so plenty of time to pay attention. It's too bad that the stunner doesn't do any damage. It does for Paladin. It's an actual weapon skill though. Recently they changed a lot of stuff with how the combat system works, and I'm still on the fence if I like it or not. I've adapted to it just fine, but I'm really not sure if I'm 100% on board with it. Because low blow used to be a guy only ability. So for Dark Knight, you're allowed to do stuff like that. Others to interacting. But now all of the tanks have the ability to low blow, which is just a kick, and a paladin already has the best stun in the game, so why would they do that? Unless you're just really too thick to watch your level cooldown until you can stun them. Though, despite my bluster, I blocked the ball like that 8 times. So. Of course it does, because it is maxed out. But they changed a lot of stuff. They lessened the actions and got rid of a lot of unused actions. One big thing they changed for Dark Knight is they got rid of a buff from ambience. The ambient music is making me stronger. That doesn't go there. And this is a little jerk that really needs to be stunned. Most Hornet-type enemies in the game, if you let them live for too long, will go into some crap that they refer to as final sting, which, if you've been fighting them for the duration of their lifespan, good, it died. It'll probably kill you, especially if you don't have a healer now. Which, I did not have a healer, and the Dark Knight's life gain does not kick in until later levels. So, you gotta kick him in the face. I don't think it applies, but I don't care. And wouldn't a low blow on a flying creature actually kind of miss and make you look stupid? Just spitball. Not entirely. Also, again, game logics does not have to conform to real logics. So good for it. I have not sensed the accursed horde nearby. Crap. That's the luring trap I told you about. Hornet dies first. Far better than it probably should have. But again, these are low levels. The monsters are easy, so it's not that huge of a deal. It's stupid, like walk lightly into a trap. It is unfortunate that they don't have more Dungeons & Dragons or any tabletop role-playing game flair. It would be nice if you had a skill to check for traps. Granted, you do have the Pomanders of Sight and Safety. Sight will just tell you where they are, so unless, you're a little slow on that. Oh! Crap. I guess I did sense the call of the accursed horde. But I also walked into a trap. And it makes perfect sense that they would put a trap right next to those items. You can take the accursed horde and have it appraised by a bishop to get some really neat stuff. And yes, I could provoke it and then kick it. This thing. But I'm just going to go Nice. Not using it. This is going to go on. Probably going to go until I beat the boss at floor 10 as just kind of a trial run to see about response to this type of thing. First time, and I don't know, I've never actually spoken this much in content that has been created by myself and or myself. So, yeah. Doing a pretty good job, if I do say so myself, going. Now, keeping it interesting, I'm not allowed to judge that. We'll let you, the viewer, decide. Of course, I say that I've done a great job of keeping it going, and then I let it drop. Like the beat. Though careful when dropping it is heavy. It will land on your foot. Probably steady. Just looking out for it. So, 7 and have been granted haste by the Aether. The Aether or the ambient music or Bob Dole. He grants haste. He's actually quite good about it. Seriously, if you need a healer, call Bob Dole. I don't know if I'm actually allowed to say things like that. But it's just stupid enough that everyone should take it with a grain of salt, so... The further impediment. This was not my smartest idea. Come on, follow me. You're gonna get stabbed by a big sword. And that's about all that's gonna happen. Oh, you got slashed. And you got served. Gotta kill the hornet. Engage everything else. I probably could go out there and fight everything at once. But I would rather this not end in abject failure. And unfortunately, another huge thing that they took away from Dark Knight that I really hate is they took away my low-level damage over time. It used to be that I'd engage a group, and then I'd slap the damage over time on, you know, the one I wasn't focusing on, and that would whittle it down while I, you know, focused on the thing I was focusing on. And we'll just kill this thing. So, it really changes the playstyle, and I'm very sad. To my knowledge, Dark Knight actually really doesn't have damage over time anymore, which is weird, because you would think Dark Knight, poison, anger, pain, life-siphoning magic, and well, they've got the life-siphoning magic still. They don't have the slowly eating their life away, besides salted earth. But that's, you know, a matter for another time. And what the crap? Do I actually have access to it? Nope, didn't think so. It's just all dark and stuff. It looks the same lit as it does. Now, when you're too low of a level, say if you sync up for a fade or dungeon with a friend or some such, it will gray out things. But Salted Earth looks the exact same ready as it does grayed out. And bolt. There. And use the Pomander of Strength. Give me another one. That I might not use it. Until I find another one. Because the way this dungeon is going, I will. I will find many. Pay attention. Like that. Gimme. I need stuff. Luring trap. Alright. We got a hornet. You died. We got 2 hornets. This could end very poorly. Nope, I got this. You will not. far better than I expected it to, and probably deserved for it too. But one positive change they did make is Sprint now doesn't eat all of your tactical points, so you can just use it as will. And since these changes have been made, this is actually the first time I've used it on a combat class. I wouldn't say the first time, but I very rarely use it in the scheme of things. Because it ate all my tactical points, and I didn't want to show up, especially on Warrior, the very TP melee Warrior, with nothing to work with. Thank you for returning the jab target. I appreciate it, and I look forward to it every time it happens. Oh no. Could have killed him before he knocked it out. Locked it out. Before he locked out, that would be stupid. Tactically unsound. But maybe that Hornet is just that arrogant and wants to show me that he can beat me in front. And an explosion. For something I probably wasn't going to benefit from anyway. So we are at a net loss for that little experiment. But yes, arrogant Hornets, toting, and what else? It's been a very interesting run. I'm just getting through it because I have to. I hope that my melodic narration has eased the passage of these 9 floors of the Palace of the Dead. The boring levels. But that's kind of how it is when starting anything. They start you off light so you don't get in too deep. Though a lot of things will just kind of take you to the deep end, throw you in, and when you ask, they tell you to swim. You ask how, they tell you to drown less. A lot of jobs are like that. But as they are production focused, it makes sense. I'm not exactly condoning it, but it does make sense. Huh. And I accidentally... I'll take it. That does happen on occasion. Very rare. I think there's an achievement for it. The achievement of dumb luck. Why aren't there more Xbox Live achievements that are coincidental? I would prefer to get the PS, as I have never been a huge fan of Microsoft and their console ventures. But that's neither here nor there. I mostly grew up playing games, but since they are software only, I do not have a console. For most of my gaming, it is PlayStation 4, which makes sense since I am streaming on PlayStation 4. Fancy that. I want to say that there's some kind of colloquialism or adage that really fits, but I can't think of it. So if anyone does happen to know more than me, please feel free to chime in the comments. Or chime in about your life. It's getting to be about that time, so feel free to enlighten us with your culinary. Because, well, I've been for quite a few hours, and will definitely be grabbing something after this. Luckily, it is the last floor, Now I have the soul-rending decision of what to eat. After I stomp this, what is it? Oh, some kind of rock. Or dragon. Deadman dragon. Wyvern. Certainly isn't a ham sandwich. Let's go, not a ham sandwich. Probably should have done this before the game. I'm the best at this. Oh, hooray, I'm getting back to I actually managed to dodge that. Cool for me. And my HP. We three shall see. This thing falls apart. And that was floors 1 through 10 of the Palace of the Dead. And I am the Deadman being oddly animated. Don't get used to it. I hope you have enjoyed watching as much as I have commentating. Probably do this either later this week or next week. We'll see how things pan out. Until then, you know, I probably need to clever sign off. Holding open tryouts for clever sign-offs. Check the YouTube page and don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the Deadman to enjoy more gameplay videos and the weekly 236 fight between myself and DJ Master Salt, who climbed the scrub tier to glory, justice, but not honor. No honor. Anyway, have a good one.